Hello there, and welcome to the post-fight review of Joshua versus Pulev. Anthony Joshua wins by 9th round KO to retain the IBF, IBO, WBA, WBO world titles. He's 24-1 now with 22 big wins coming by way of knockout. All right. Let's get this going. Pulev looked like a deer in headlights from round one. He came out, he was game, but it wasn't the same Pulev we've been seeing for years. You know, he looked like a spent fighter who could only go so many rounds. Nothing like before. I wonder what happened. So, Joshua came out cautious, pushing his punches too. But nevertheless, controlling the fight. The fight was being fought at his pace. Pulev landed a jab. He telegraphed every punch. Uh, he looked like he was conditioned, looked a little too small to me. Smaller than I normally would see him. Not by that much, but it's noticeable. And AJ looked, you know, like AJ, a little wild at times. Balance wasn't all the way 100%, but he's a big guy who was swinging bombs. I like the way he stayed busy. In this fight, he had a guy that wasn't going to move around or he feared too much, you know. And after the third round, he caught him with a good left right. And once he did that, he started reining in the uppercuts because Pulev, you know, has that amateur mistake of keeping putting both hands up and lowering his chin right in front of AJ, who still hasn't learned how to properly throw an uppercut at times and how to get real leverage on it. He throws a lot of arm punches. And he just continually was putting on the pressure. In round three, he knocks him down 3 times. I thought the fight would be stopped. I said, well, this is where the fight's going to be called. You know, and it wasn't. It was allowed to continue and move forward. Um, it was shocking. You know, it was shocking that he didn't finish Pulev in the third. Pulev kept coming. As round 4 and 5 came on, I started to see Pulev starting to, even though AJ was winning some rounds, he was slowed tremendously. And Pulev was like feeling that and was coming alive. And I'm like, man, Pulev is like stepping it up. So Pulev starts moving around. He's moving the head a little bit. He's flicking a jab out there. He's coming around the jab. You know, he's trying to throw a big right hand. I'm like, look at this. Look who decided to get active. So he's throwing blows left and right out here, trying to make things happen. And I'm like, look at my man's go. Pulev is coming back into the fight. And AJ is looking, the punches are a little wild, grabbing behind all these punches. Pulev is doing the rabbit punches behind the head, making it a Pulev type of fight. And AJ is just, you know, going through the motions, you know, like, I'm a jab, I'm gonna stay away. And it was looking like, uh-oh, AJ's going to the car. And then he'll catch one big shot on Pulev, but, you know, he stay active but couldn't finish him. Pulev is hanging around. And the fight is going in a unanimous way. There's no way, like when you're watching this fight, AJ was in no threat to lose this fight. No way. But he's hanging around. And people who bet on Pulev remember him from before, where he landed an uppercut from hell, So people are always going to kind of think he might just pull that off. All he needs is one big uppercut from hell, and this fight could be over. And that's what the excitement of the fight was about. But I knew AJ wasn't going to give him that chance. He was going to use that jab, stay on the outside, control the pace, and just, if one catch, boom, then we try to move in and close the show. And that's exactly what happened. He hurt Pulev in the ninth. After he hurt him in the eighth, really. And then in the ninth, or what have you, it was just done. The fight was over. Nothing they could do about it. And, that was it. That was all she wrote. Now, what they got to do is figure out how they're going to, you know, make plans for the future. Oh, it was cool to see Floyd out there come out and support. Wasn't that cool? Floyd flew out there to support his brother, Anthony Joshua. Flew out to the UK to support his brother. Floyd was out there looking like a hobo, wasn't he? The richest hobo out there. Yeah, Floyd didn't wear a mask. That was very weird. I'm like, I guess UK got different rules. Floyd like, I'm not wearing a mask. Oh, yes, sir. Now everybody's going to talk about Fury and Joshua, the unification bout. Now, from what I've seen today, should Tyson Fury have something to fear from Anthony Joshua? The quadruple uppercut master. I think Tyson Fury is a whole different experience for AJ. He's a much different experience. So, which one are you more intrigued by? Wilder, Anthony Joshua, or Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua? To me, Wilder versus AJ gives me more goosebumps because I'm looking more of a knockout. AJ and Tyson Fury, the knockout might come later, but I see Fury basically besting him on the cards. Now, I'm thinking to myself, stylistically, if it all plays out the way it's designed and the way that, Eddie Hearn and everybody else got it lined up, that the winner of this fight between AJ and Tyson Fury will fight Wilder next. That's in a dreamland, but if that happens in that order, I'm cool with that. I don't know who wouldn't be cool with that, but I'm cool with that. That way we'll know who's the heavyweight champion of the world. Who's the man? Meanwhile, Wilder need to be trying to get back in the ring instead of getting on social media, convincing all these people he lost and was robbed out of a fight. He clearly got knocked out. Well, he didn't get knocked out, but he was getting destroyed. Because at the end of the day, Excuses come a mile a minute. You want to be in the results business, you got to produce results. If you know what I mean. All right. So, with that being said, it's your boy Carcino. I'm out of here. Tell me what you thought of the fight. And don't forget to hit the like button. If you want to support, my cash app is Carcino, Carceno. And I'm gone.